This recording will cover the assignment for Module F, which is chapters 11 and 12. This is now open. The tab is now open on Blackboard. So remember, your presentation link is there as well, so you can find everything you need about the presentation assignment, which is due, remember, after Module F. But I wanted to, like I told y'all, I wanted to post this one first because it is a little more time consuming. So Module F is due first, then your presentation, okay? So Module F is just chapters 11 and 12. So you will just click here. Here's chapter 11. Here's your PowerPoint. Here's the PowerPoint with sound. Only one part for chapter 11. Remember, you can work through either one, just the PowerPoint or the PowerPoint with my recording, or chapter 12, and chapter 12, excuse me. And this one is about reading difficulties. So there are two parts for this one. So chapter 12 with sound part 1, chapter 12 with sound part 2, or just your PowerPoint right there. All right, so those are the chapters. And then your assignment, you will choose one of these two choices and submit your answers in the appropriate Word document, meaning just right here or right here. So these are just one of them is called I Have a Kid Who, and one of them is called A Brief Case Study. They're pretty much the same thing. The textbook just calls them different things. So remember, you can access the assignments either if you click here, right? They're right here. So choice 1 is right there, choice 2 is right there, and I'll show you what they are in just one second. Or you can access the assignments here by clicking on choice 1 and or clicking on choice 2. So let me just show you what they look like. It's just a Word document, so you can type right in it. Remember, if you see something that looks like this, you might need to just click on Enable Editing when it opens for you. Okay, and then so this one, choice 1, chapter 11 is I Have a Kid Who. This is a child named Noah who has a language delay, who is 5 years and 6 months old. So if you're interested in the early, the younger student, you might want to read this I Have a Kid Who. So we're going to read about Noah, and then there are 3 questions. Why do you think Noah had temper tantrums? What were Noah's strengths and what were Noah's weaknesses? So again, you can just, put your cursor right here and then just start typing, right? And I'm typing with one hand. Pretty good, huh? So it'll just, expand for you. So then you can certainly submit just this whole case study with your answers typed into it, or if you wanted to get rid of this case study, this text up here, and just submit your answers, that's fine as well. It's kind of easier for me if you leave the case study here, because then I can go back to it as I'm reading your answers. So if possible, I would appreciate if you just leave the text up here and then type your answers down here. All right, so that is chapter 11, or choice 1, Noah, who again is 5.5 years old. All right, and so then the second choice is, no, I do not want to save my fancy typing. Thank you very much. The second choice is choice 2. I know I'm pretty smart, right? I know. So this one, again, need to enable editing if that's how it shows up. So this is about Sharon K. Sharon is 9 years old, 9 years, 4 months old, and this is about some reading difficulties that Sharon has. So you might not understand what all of these numbers means, but just look, she's in second semester of 3rd grade. So you would think her scores would be about 3 point something, right? Like her math test, 3.1. So some areas of concern, definitely, without even reading this blurb, just looking right here, reading word recognition. So she's, grade 1.6. Spelling test 1.5, word recognition and reading comprehension, both grade 1.2. So that means 1st grade level 2 months, basically. So she's in the 2nd semester of 3rd grade. So you would think it would be about 3.6, 3.7. So this is a big difference, right? So just to give you a little background on what the scores might mean. So remember, average IQ is 100. This is important. Remember, average IQ is 100. Her IQ, Sharon's IQ, is 98. Okay, so in your mind, hopefully you're starting to think, oh, wait a second. She has an average IQ. She should be performing in the average range. Oh, but she is well below where she should be, right? So the team classified her as having a learning disability, which hopefully y'all are like, oh yeah, that's what I would said too. Okay, so then there are some questions about her. I didn't just give anything away, Do you think she has a reading disability? In what educational should Sharon educational setting should Sharon receive instructions? So they mean like a gen ed classroom full time, a gen ed classroom with maybe a co-teacher in there, maybe a resource classroom for part of the day, maybe a self-contained classroom. So what do you think? What educational setting might be best for Sharon with her struggles that are going on up here? Okay, and then what strategies do you recommend for Sharon? Use the chapter to help you answer this question to identify and describe at least 2 strategies. Okay, so I want you to look into chapter 12, look at the PowerPoint, look at the textbook, and come up with at least 2, I said at least 2 strategies that you can describe that might be helpful to Sharon. All right, so that's choice 2. Again, this is about Sharon, age 9 years, 4 months. So if you're interested in this age of students or students with reading disabilities, even at the upper grade level, you might want to choose Sharon. Or again, if you're interested in some of the younger students or students with some speech and language difficulties, you might want to choose choice 1. Okay, so all you will do, again, you'll just choose choice 1, or, right, big letters, just to make sure y'all know you only have to choose 1. Choice 1 or choice 2, type your answers, and again, you will submit it here, and you can remember you can access it here. Show that to you again real quick. So if you want choice 1, you just click on choice 1. Mine shows up in a little box down in the left corner, and then you just open it up, right? It's the exact same thing. And then if you wanted to do choice 2, you would click on choice 2. Okay, this is due Friday, November 11th, so we have plenty of time. But that is it for Module F. And then remember, your presentation is, the link is open as well. There's the assignment recording right there. There's a rubric I will use, and here are just some directions. I did already have one person email me about a possible topic. The topic sounds great. So again, if you're thinking a little outside the box, which is great, just make sure you let me know so we can, I can kind of approve it, unofficially approve it. But other than that, that's about it. So Module F is November 11th. Your presentation is November 18th. Okay, so you have plenty of time, and then the only thing that will be left will be Module G, which is not due until November 25th, and then your final exam is due December 2nd. So we're getting there. We're almost done. Keep going. Y'all are doing great, and I look forward to reading your Module F assignments. All right, have a great rest of your day.